Hey, what's up? My name is Tyson Brown and I want to welcome you to Tyson's Fitness Tips podcast. This is Australia's top health and fitness podcast to help you lose weight, look good with your shirt off, feel confident in your body, and finally achieve the goals you want with your health and fitness. So 5 days a week, I'm going to be giving you top information from myself and also from leading experts in the field so you know everything you need to do to get in the best shape of your life. From nutrition to mindset to workout, everything is covered in this podcast and you need to go nowhere else. So like I said, it's going to be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in your ears with quick actionable segments that you can implement straight away, because the most important thing is that you can put these things into play. Also, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, you're going to get 2 special gifts that you can download upon listening to it. So make sure you listen all the way to the end to get those free gifts, okay? So let's get into the episode. Common cardio mistakes you are making in the gym. That is right. There are some things you are doing in the gym that you should not be doing, especially when it comes to cardio. And not even in the gym, just in general, if you're doing cardio outside, things like that. There are so many things I see people doing that just makes me stop and stare and look and be like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? And I have to bring it up because it's called unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. So you're making these mistakes, and it's probably because you just don't know the mistakes. And so when I bring this awareness to you, you're either going to know you're doing it, or you're going to see someone else doing it and be like, oh my god, they're making that mistake too. And so that's why I want to bring it up, because I didn't know about it until I was studying my PT stuff. Like, so I actually started looking into this stuff. I was like, oh yeah, that actually makes sense. So I was like, let's talk about 3 to 5 things that people fuck up with in the gym. And I'm probably going to start with the most common and then move through it. So, the number one most common cardio mistake I see in the gym is people walking on a high incline on the treadmill or the stepper at a really hard pace, and they're holding onto the fucking handrail. If you are holding onto the handrails at all, you are not burning many calories. You are burning less calories because you're taking your body weight off your legs. You're holding yourself up with the handles, and you're going to be burning less calories. And I see it all the time. People will ramp up the incline to like 15, 16, like it literally looks like the treadmill's like, you can't go any higher on the treadmill, right? Then they'll put the walking speed really high. Then they'll hang on to the front of the handles and they'll just, dawdle along. It's like walking. It's like, dude, you're actually not burning that many calories. And that's why people can get on there after an hour walking on a 15% incline. The machine tells them they've burnt like 1,000 calories when they haven't, and they think they're doing something right. It's like, no, you're actually better off walking at a slower pace at a smaller incline and not holding on. So if you've made that mistake before, don't hold on to an incline, because it's taking the effort away from you. You are not pushing yourself as hard. You are making it easier. You are burning less calories. Plus, you would never do that in real life. You're never going to hang on to a rail when you're walking. So please do not hang on to the handrail when you're walking. It serves you no benefit. It's cheating. You're burning less calories. You're actually worse off holding onto it than better off. So if you do it and you're like, fuck, that's embarrassing. You know what's funny? A lot of people don't know about that. I've told so many people that, I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So I feel like, fuck, that's embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed, because everyone who probably sees you do it just thinks it's normal, because they probably do it too. So that's number one. Do not hold on to the rails. And the same thing goes for when the stepper. When you're doing the stepper and it gets so hard that more of your body weight is actually on the handrail than it is the steps, you are not in the right place. You are cheating. You're not burning as many calories. You're pretty much wasting your fucking time. So always aim to go less resistance, less of an incline, whatever it's going to be, in order for you to distribute your weight, over your body, and you can push yourself a little bit harder. That's the first thing I see. The second thing is what I mentioned in another podcast, is you do the same type of, I make this huge mistake. You do the same type of cardio every single time. Every time you walk in, you use the cross trainer. Every time you go in, you use the stationary bike. #me. Every time you go in, you use the assault bike. Now me. And what happens is, the reason this is a mistake is because the better you get at an exercise, the less calories you burn. And so if you're always choosing the bike, if you're always choosing the stationary bike, 12 resistance, an hour, every single time, you're going to burn less and less calories because the body gets better and more efficient at doing that exercise. The body is very good at adapting. And what it's going to do is it's going to adapt to what you're doing, and it's going to burn less calories. And so even though the machine says you're burning, let's say 300 calories, you may only be burning 250 or 200 calories. And so you need to be aware of that, because the more you do the exercise, the better you get at it. Which sucks, because maybe some of you hate running, maybe some of you can't run, maybe some of you hate the cross trainer, whatever it is, right? So how can you avoid mistake number 2? Well, depending on what you're doing, let's say you're on the stationary bike, you can increase the resistance. If you're always doing 12 for 60 minutes, go to 13 for a couple of weeks, then up to 14. So you're constantly increasing the resistance, making it a little bit harder, pushing the body a little bit further, but you're still going to be burning the same amount of calories. So you're actually increasing your fitness level by pushing yourself harder, and you're still going to be burning calories, which is great. So doing that. If you are doing running outside, you may have to run at a faster pace, or you simply have to exercise for longer to get the same calorie burn, which sucks because not everyone's going to have a lot of spare time. That's like for me, I'll do this stationary bike on level 12 for a couple of weeks, then level 13 for a couple of weeks, then level 14 for a couple, and just keep working your way up. Now eventually there's going to be a point where you can't get any heavier, or your legs can't push any further, and you're going to either have to change equipment for a bit. That's why I like going between the stationary bike, the assault bike, the cross trainer. Those 3 are like my go-tos, and I can just cycle between them. No pun intended. So that's mistake number 2. Mistake number 3 is that you use cardio to try and create your calorie deficit. Everyone thinks that, if I want to lose weight, I have to do cardio. No, you do not. Not a chance. Let's say you go on a piece of cardio equipment for an hour and you burn 400 calories. Let's say you burn 500 calories, right? Amazing, cool. Well, guess what? You could have spent that extra hour doing work, sitting at home, whatever else, and just eaten 500 calories less. And to be honest, it wouldn't even be 500 calories, because what happens is you burn, like, if you didn't burn those 500 calories, you still probably would have burned, let's say, 150 calories anyways, just sitting there watching TV, because the body's always burning calories. So, in knowing that, you burnt a little bit extra calories, but what you could have done instead is you created a bit more of a deficit from your calories. So, cardio is not a weight loss tool. Cardio makes losing weight. Cardio is not essential for losing weight. Cardio is a weight loss tool. It makes it easier, but it is not a necessity. If you're constantly thinking, I have to go and do extra cardio, no. As long as you're doing weight training 3 to 5 times a week, and you're walking, you're active, you can create a calorie deficit by simply eating less. So it's really up to you how you want to take this path. Whether you want to use cardio as a weight loss tool and add it in if you have time, but if you don't have time, or you're sacrificing your weight training, you are fucking up. I would suggest you go, okay, you know what? I can't do as much cardio. I'm going to have to eat a little bit less. And so it's really up to you. I have one client who doesn't want to do any cardio. He's lost 10 pounds. He actually doesn't even fucking train with weights. He's like, nah, I'd rather just eat less. I was like, wow. And that's just him. So everyone's different. You've got to find out what you prefer, eating less or doing cardio. It's up to you. Because some people actually get more hungry when they do cardio too. So cardio is good for your cardiovascular health. And it can be a tool to burn extra calories, but it's not the end all be all of weight loss. So I don't want you getting stuck in that mentality of thinking that you have to do cardio to lose weight, because you most certainly do not. So I'm putting that to sleep right now. Now we're coming up on the 10-minute mark, so I thought I would cap it there. I will make another podcast about cardio mistakes, but there are 3 big ones I see. People walking on a goddamn incline, holding onto the front rail. People choosing the same type of exercise equipment. I'm super guilty of that, because I've got favourite exercise equipment, right? And they stay out. The people who choose the same exercise equipment, they do the same thing and think they can just plod along. Think they can just punch the clock when they can't. And number 3 is you use it predominantly because you think you have to use cardio for weight loss, and you don't. So stop making those mistakes. Start changing up what you've learned. We'll carry on with another episode of cardio mistakes. And yeah, if you've seen any cardio mistakes, or you want to know if you're going through a cardio mistake, you can send me a message on Instagram at Tyson the Trainer with 2 R's, and we'll see what you have to say. So until next time, speak to you then. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. So now you've listened all the way to the end. That means you get some free goodies. So what you can do is you've got 2 different options, or you can take them both. I've got an intermittent fasting cheat sheet and a high protein 20 recipe meal guide designed specifically for you in your situation. These meal plans and this intermittent fasting guide is designed to help you burn stubborn belly fat and get in the best shape of your life. So all you have to do is go to the show notes, click on the download link, and they'll get sent straight to your email address. It's as simple as that. They're completely free. They're going to help you transform your body. So go to the show notes now and download your free guides, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.